Hi.
Oh,
this is us, Pods with Posh and Pool, on day 3, introducing postnatal depression.
With Cecilia Lee, and postnatal depression is quite it's quite dear to my heart, this subject. I did suffer from postnatal depression a few times. I've had 4 children. So I had the baby blues first time round and quite severe postnatal depression with my last child. And Cecilia is on today, and her story it's raw, it's true. She ended up being hospitalised with her postnatal depression. She doesn't hold anything back. And we're here just to really lift the stigma, because I think people are ashamed when they get postnatal depression. They feel like they shouldn't be depressed because they've had this beautiful new baby. Well, there's no shoulda, woulda or coulda in life. So postnatal depression it is what it is, isn't it? It's your hormones are going crazy, and it's a really hard place to be at the time, because you've also got the demands of a newborn baby. So, did you ever suffer from postnatal depression, Sue?
Yes, I did, and I also suffered antenatal depression, actually. I think it's statistics show that 10-20% suffer postnatal depression, and even more antenatal depression, which obviously even that's not spoken about. So I've got 4 children as well, so between us 8 children. And I think the hardest thing talking to other mums is the shame and the stigma. You talked about stigma, but the shame that's attached to it. And often that comes from not bonding with your baby. You imagine that you're going to have this incredible relationship with this baby, and sometimes my first child was born, I couldn't even hold it. I was so exhausted, I was on burnout, and it wasn't a nice procedure for me. It had various complications, and so I just wanted him to be in the cot. I couldn't hold him. And then when my second child was born, I wanted to hug her the whole time. I carried such guilt because I didn't have that with my first child. I didn't have the bonding. And all births are completely different. All 4 of mine were different. All the experiences were different. Doesn't mean I love my children now any different. I love them equally. But in terms of what we physically and emotionally and psychologically go through as women, I think, it's things like giving up your career, or just feeling stuck at home with a newborn baby, not being able to get out of the house, feeling hopeless. You can't put your clothes on and makeup on. You can't get your bag together. You can't get your act together. Take all day to get out of bed. It doesn't matter what affects you, but I think good advice is just to take it day by day, recognize signs and symptoms, and if you're feeling as though you need help, get help. Connect with your GP, talk about it, and that's our heart, is to put postnatal depression out there, so it's out there, it's talked about, it's recognized, and that people stop carrying shame. Why should we carry shame when we've had our babies? We shouldn't.
No, we put ourselves under a huge amount of pressure generally in life anyway, but when you've had this baby, we still want to get back out in the world to prove that we can do everything, because we see celebrities doing it maybe, or whatever, or your friend down the road seems to have bounced back really quick after having a baby. There's no pressures. It is just what it is. Take each day at a time, and definitely get help. Share. But I hope this story today interests you all and gives you some hope as well, because Cecilia really battled and she's come out the other end.
Cecilia, interestingly, came from a Vietnamese family where we talked about, and so that's even harder for her, that she couldn't express what she felt. So we all come from different cultural backgrounds as well. So please do listen to her. She's wonderful, inspiring story. She went on to start up her own business, having had 2 children. Like our page, pass on to all your friends, and come join us tomorrow for day 4. Thanks for joining us.
Bye. Just gonna go like this.